Teach profs how to teach 2K right now.
How about this?
Hi, welcome to the Saturday show. Here's a different intro energy.
How about this? Physics men be normal.
Oh my, be normal.
Impossible. Impossible. Act normally.
Act normal. Be normal. Be cool. Be chill.
Dare I say?
Think a little.
Have a scrap of empathy just for your fellow man.
Imagine yourself, and then imagine something else.
How about imagine?
How about imagine?
How about imagine?
Like Lennon said, John Lennon. Imagine.
Imagine.
All the people. There's others. Hi. Welcome to the Saturday show. Happy time zone. How's everybody doing?
Yeah, I've been thrown on Beyond the Sea. Don't ask. Don't ask how I'm doing. I'm listening to Beyond the Sea. Don't ask how I'm doing.
I think it's pronounced Beyonce. That's all. I don't know
Any
what that
laughs
is.
in the chat?
Any at all?
It was International Women in Science Day yesterday, and completely out of character for me, I went to events.
Ah.
And I was like, why have I not been going to these events? Just because I had not realized how much more comfortable I am talking about science and asking questions and stuff like that in a room with only women. And like not feeling like we were talking about like being women in science, blah blah blah. It was a pretty much like an all-day event, and there were panels and there were discussions and there were breakout groups. It was like a whole thing. And the first bit of it was like how to negotiate when you're like getting job offers, how to negotiate salary, when you're getting asked to do things. I was like, you know, like, do you have any advice on like curbing people pleaser instincts? And like asking all of these questions that like in a room full of all of my peers, which is like, women are like 30% of the people in the room. Like I would never ask those questions.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would never even consider asking those questions. Like, how do I curb my people pleaser instincts? Like that is never a question I would ask if even one man was in the room.
Because they want you to be people pleasers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I was like, I had a moment after that panel where I was like, wow, it is so nice to like be able to talk genuinely about the experience of being a minority in science, like a gender minority in science, and not have to feel the pressure of not letting myself be curious because my curiosity could be misinterpreted as ignorance or stupidity. I don't think I've ever experienced being in an all-female science setting, like ever, in my whole life. And it was, oh my god, I could cry.
It's also generally isolating because the field doesn't acknowledge the genderqueer, genderless, non-binary experience.
Yeah, I will say,
I don't have a role to perform. What do?
I will say it was a little. The discussions that we were having were very cisgendered. There were moments where I was like, this is getting a little
rad femmy.
Yeah, like not a lot. There was not a lot of trans-inclusive language, I will say. I tried to do my best and do like marginalized versus non-marginalized as opposed to like men and women. Yeah. But there was a lot of talk about like women have periods and like blah blah blah. And I was like, yeah, okay, majority do for sure, but like not all of them. And there was a lot of talk about like women are gentle and compassionate and blah. And I was like, it's getting a little
gender essentially.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah.
There were moments,
getting a little in my divine feminine.
Yeah,
kinda...
there were moments where I was like, this is getting a little like backwards. I feel like we're moving a little backwards. And there were moments where not everyone agreed. Like that when we were talking about the burden of education, it was like there were people that were like, I'm exhausted. I don't want to have to explain to every man the plight of being a woman. Like it's exhausting. It is so tiring. Is exhausting. But some people brought up really good points, and I brought up a point actually that we talked about, which is if you tell them to do their own research, you cannot guarantee that the research that they are doing will benefit you.
In fact, chances are it probably won't.
Like with
confirmation bias.
Exactly.
Type beat.
Like if they're just going to Reddit and being like, let me look up women's suffering on Reddit.
Yeah.
Like, But there was disagreements. Yeah. And there was language that I didn't necessarily agree with, but it was not a big enough deal for me to call out. The conversations were overall productive that there was no point in me being like, excuse me.
That's the thing I've noticed is when having these kind of conversations, you really have to pick and choose which battles you really need to engage in right now. If a conversation we're having is about, you know, sexism in STEM, you're not wrong for wanting to interject if someone uses maybe not as inclusive language, but also that's not the broad conversation at the moment. That's sort of a derail. It's also the kind of thing that I feel like ends up maybe annoying people more than anything, and that's not going to be productive because once you've annoyed people, they go, okay, but you're annoying, I'm not listening to you.
There's a time and place
once
for
you get,
sure.
Once you get like nitpicky about every point, like you're gonna lose the plot.
Yeah. Something that I kind of came, because we were talking a lot about allyship and like having women only spaces is really, really important. And that gathering and like those events confirmed that for me 100%, that having women only spaces is really, really important. But once we're solid in that community and solidarity, that is when we start inviting allies, and we need to be solid in our own thing first before we start picking other battles.
Right, and sort of in that same vein, like you also have to tailor to who you're talking to.
That was something we talked about a lot. If you're like talking using to their language.
Exactly. If you're talking to a straight cis man, maybe, and to your point, Kat, like I don't think you're necessarily wrong, but if you try and, you know, correct a straight cis man on every wrong or every maybe less inclusive thing he says, one, it's going to be a tangent of a tangent of a tangent of a tangent of a tangent eventually. But two, yeah, like I said, they're gonna just get fed. They're gonna be, I can't talk for 5 minutes without you telling me I'm saying something wrong, and that's gonna annoy. You know, there's a balance between these things. I feel like it's hard to hit.
It was a group setting, right? It was like me and like 15, 16 other women. You know, we were having. The thing was, it wasn't an unproductive conversation.
Right.
We were having productive conversations. We were having open and general discussion, and I didn't want to take the time away from someone else's like very good on topic point.
True.
To be like, not only women have periods.
Right.
Which is like true and valid, but it was it was maybe something I would bring up at the next one. You know what I mean? Like we needed to have the base level discussions first before moving on to anything more complex.
You've just met. I'm gonna suss you out first.
Yeah. That was the other thing too, is that there were some like,
how on purpose are you being bigoted?
Yeah.
Is also
that's the thing too, is it was a bunch of women in a like room high off of the fact that like there were only women. And so it was, I don't know, maybe this is me making like cisgendered excuses for not being a very good ally to the trans community in that moment, but like it was not the topic of discussion.
I just think that's conversations, and I mean, to use a bit of a dirty word, that's kind of how you have to approach debates a little bit. Once someone gets defensive, they're not listening to you anymore. And you're not getting, and then they've got a wall up.
I don't know that I would have been very good in that moment at saying that without it sounding like, oh, also I know better than all of you. You guys are all wrong. I'm a much better like woke person.
Yeah, because that's the even within circles within accepting circles. I feel like you run the risk of being the person that's like, I'm more woke than you.
Yeah, I was trying to do my part, but I wasn't going to police everyone in the room.
At the end of the day, I guess it's
in that moment.
Space, in
that moment.
I guess it comes down to, in that moment, what is your goal of the conversation?
Yeah.
For a quick little anecdote, not to be a bummer with this one, but when my grandfather passed, I didn't have the time to be sad about it.
Yeah.
I literally had to, like, I got the call and I went, well, okay, but I have an assignment due next week.
Well, midterm tomorrow. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, it's
like I'll be there. I'm gonna make the drive up for the everything, but like, fuck, I don't have the time to be sad right now.
Yeah.
This is fucked up. You know who else has dead family trauma?
True.
And you know.
True. Aww.
Aww. He's just like me.
Who else should go to counseling?
Yeah, who else should go to counseling? Very specialized counseling.
Very specialized counseling.
Well, look, it was gonna be a dark transition.
I did have a moment where I was like, do we want to take 5 minutes to discuss something funny?
No.
No.
No, I think this will be a fun
Folks
energy.
At home will wait.
We'll
I mean, I knew I was bringing this energy
It's
like
fine.
from days ago.
Yeah.
I was like, no jokes. I surround of sound right. And I live that.
Amen.
And I live that.
And I live that. I lived it. I was there. Gang, I think we're ready to go. I think we go there now.
Let's go there now.
Let's go there now. The Inherited Turnabout.
And are we ending it today?
No, I think we said we aren't.
Oh.
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't remember.
That's right.
I think we said.
No, I knew that.
Yeah, I knew that.
I knew that. And I knew that.
I knew that. I was testing you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go there now.
I feel like a vampire with my hair.
Feel like a vampire. Isn't that a song?
Oh, I forgot that I wanted to do a call to action. Do you remember that Vine that's like, I don't need makeup.
Oh, yeah.
How does that end? What's the punchline of that Vine? You don't need to wear makeup.
I think it's, yeah, but I want to, but it makes you look pretty. Did you think about that or something like that?
It had something to do with like buttholes.
But I don't need to wipe my ass or
Yes!
something like that?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. It's been driving me crazy for the past like 2 days. Yes, I don't need to wipe my ass either, but it is, you know, a preference of mine.
Yeah, there it is.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Born to shit, forced to wipe, brother.
It is, you know, a preference. I've had that. You don't need to wear makeup. Blah, 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 blah.
But it is.
I don't need to wipe my ass either, but it is a preference of mine. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. That's been eating me alive. I forgot that was like what I wanted to do today instead of talking about all of that other stuff.
I wanted to crowdsource the end of a. I wanted to crowdsource the end of a Vine.
I was like, I could look this up for sure. It would be so much.
It's more fun to talk
ask people about it.
I do that all the time. It's like I could Google this, but it's more fun to ask about it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Let's put this person in cuffs.
Yeah.
She done it. I have a report. We have detected traces of normalium from the teapot. You can't be serious! It's just like Mr. Edgeworth said. Fuck! Did Mr. Edgeworth take the title of the best from me again?
Mr. the Best. It seems like you have an obsession about being the best.
What gave it away?
Yeah.
Hi, Kate. We, hopefully. We'll see, though.
But when you're on a case, winning and losing is of no importance.
What are you saying? Obviously, it's the best to be the best at everything!
If you can't understand that, then you have no business being a prosecutor.
What?
Stay away from my little bitch boy, I need him.
He said he wanted no pickles.
Yeah, a winner. Please stop harassing Sebastian. Sebastian, a person of your caliber has no need to listen to such things.
I promise you're mommy's special boy.
Literally.
Justine! Yeah, you're right.
Please leave this to me. Why don't you go check on the victim's condition?
Yeah, that's a great idea. I'll be right back then.
All right, I'll be waiting. Judge Courtney is much more troublesome than Mr. DeBest.
The MILF protect the twink once more.
Yeah.
To the way God intended, I think. Never talk to me or my son again.
Okay, this song goes crazy.
Oh, hard.
Is this Justine's theme? Because
I think
so.
They're just the kind of person.
Goes nuts.
It goes hard. Especially the next day acts like everyone who doesn't know is the biggest idiot in the world. Yeah. I love that.
Well then. Miss Curator, can you tell us why the normalium was discovered in the teapot? I was not aware that it contained such a chemical. I suppose it may have been an ingredient from the detergent I'd used. So you're saying that you did not put it in deliberately?
Normalium is in your dish soap? Is that what I'm gathering?
No. Of course not. There's no way for me to have known how to create the poison gas.
I love her little pee-pee dance. She's like, gotta pee,
Gotta pee.
gotta pee, gotta pee, gotta pee, gotta pee.
Despite being a former actress, it seems you're not very good at lying.
L plus ratio plus, you'll never get into Juilliard.
You'll never be Glenn Howard.
You'll never be him. You'll never be Glenn.
You'll never be Glenn. I live by that, actually.
Despite being a former actress.
Actually. Have you seen, there's a clip where he's like, maybe someone approached him on the street, or it's like a stage back door or something like that, and there's a fan taking a video of him, and he goes, I'm serving cunt? What does that mean? But people would put, I'm serving cunt, and then have an edit of him. And have that oh my god, it was so funny.
You did the whole thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean? The angel's recipe is in your possession.
Oh yeah, there was a recipe book with poison
Drugs.
recipes.
How to cook meth.
How to cook chloroform.
And the method to create the poison gas is contained inside that recipe book. So you must have known how to create it. I'm surprised you knew about that. Miss Curator, is this true? It's true that information about the poison gas is contained in one of the recipes. However, just because I saw it does not mean that I was responsible for the crime. Could you tell me what set off the poison gas? It was caused by the victim heating the lid of the glass case with a burner. I see. If he locked himself in that room of his own will and then set off the poison gas, wouldn't that suggest suicide?
It's off the table
for now, Queen. Weren't you listening?
Weren't you reading the chat, girl? Where were you?
Does she intend to deny it until the bitter end? Furthermore, I wouldn't have been able to obtain a chemical like Megatoxin X. That may be true, but you could have stolen it from someone else.
That reminds me! Boy, I met up with Katie a week ago, and that night when I realised that my Megatoxin X was gone! Katie, you couldn't have!
Things are not looking good for you,
Things
Sonic.
not looking... This is... Knuckle... Yeah, Sonic, actually.
Her younger hair was more Sonic,
Yeah.
but it's still giving Sonic a little bit.
Oh, it's Sonic Core, at least.
Yeah. Oh, forget her voice. All of this. Now I'm Sonic.
Madame Delicia!
Madame Delicia always carried. Madame Delicia always carried her medicine bag around with her. Anyone could have stolen it. That's right.
Thank you for following, G-Man. Hello there. Happy time zone.
I don't have any proof that she was the one who stole it. Kate! Can't you tell us what you're hiding? I know you're not that kind of person who would hurt someone without a reason. Monsieur Shields, you doubt me as well? Setting a trap on one of the gallery's exhibits, and then disguising the rooms? I just think it would have been impossible for anyone but the curator. That's not true. There are no guards or security cameras at this gallery. If any ill-intentioned person wanted to sneak into the gallery, it would have been an easy task for them.
Isn't there like
Girl.
one security camera in the front or something?
Why would you make a museum filled with priceless artifacts and not have security?
Yeah.
What the fuck is
What are you
wrong
doing?
with
We live in a world with mass transparent star to mask.
you? So true.
What are you doing?
Two of them.
Two of them. Well, one is dead.
One is dead.
At this point. Oh, but they're still Desi and Ron.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was those two.
And like copycat. One copycat.
One copycat and they're dead.
I'm sure. Mass
There's
transparent.
more.
I'm mass transparent star to mask 3.
And I'm 4.
There you go.
There. Cool.
I did that.
I did that.
I did that.
Then, isn't it like an all-you-can-steal buffet and a world with K?
And a world with K, of course.
Then, Isn't this like an all-you-can-steal buffet in here? You have to be careful. You never know when a great thief could appear.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
It doesn't sound like a joke when Kay says it.
Especially when there's been a murder here before. That's double true.
Yeah.
And I'm 5? Fuck yeah. Sound off.
Sound off. Actually, Monsieur Gustavia apparently entered the gallery before it opened. Well, I'm beat. Looks like Uncle Ray can't do anything to break down Kate's iron guard. This might be a good time to use the technique your old man taught me. The technique my father taught you.
Bring it around town.
Does he have a chess mind palace too?
I would like to see it.
I would like to see it. I would like to see Ray Shield's mind palace very badly. This case is deeply connected to the one from 18 years ago. If we just pursue the present case, it may seem like there is a lot we don't understand. But if we try turning things around, there might be a hint in the case from the past. Thinking the other way around. To him.
To?
Him!
Well, no, but
Him
see,
mention.
no, but see, this is even funnier because he's having a moment of like, am I dating my dad?
Oedipus complex.
And literally, yeah. He's like, am I? Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Was Freud right?
No!
Uh-oh.
You hate to see it.
Freud was right about the whole.
You hate to prove Freud right.
You
but-
hate to. Sorry, King.
Sorry, King.
This is your burden. Didn't Link teach us anything? Nobody's a 3-4. Everything is mask transparent started to mask 1. You know what? You're so right.
Did my father do that too? For example, let's just consider the relationship between the past case and Kate. This hall melted Mr. Dover's sherbet sculpture 18 years ago. And today, Mr. Dover's works are on display in this gallery. It can't be. And she... I see. Now I know what to ask her. That's good to hear. In that case, Uncle Ray will watch over you as you do your work. That's nice of him.
Yeah.
Miss Catherine Hall.
Take it away, King.
18 years ago, it seems that you melted Mr. Dover's sherbet sculptures. Yes, I was young and inexperienced, and I did something inexcusable. However, isn't that why you were able to open the Zodiac Art Gallery? I don't know what you mean. I don't understand either. Prosecutor Edgeworth, do you seek her testimony? Yes. I would like her to tell me about the Zodiac Art Gallery. I would like to know the reason you decided to open a gallery for Mr. Dover's artwork. If you insist that this is related to the case at hand, I will allow it. Miss Curator, your testimony, if you please. Very well. If it will clear up your suspicions about me. Now then, please testify about the Zodiac Art Gallery. I had arguing with a girl with brown eyes.
Whatever you say,
Whatever
beautiful.
you say, beautiful. 18 years after Monsieur Master was arrested, I was finally able to buy back this mansion. Then, in order to maintain it, I decided to manage it as an art gallery. I collected Pierre Hoquet's works from all over the world. After all, it was my dream to open the Zodiac Art Gallery. It's wonderful that your dream has come true. What do you think, Prosecutor Edgeworth? I don't believe there was anything strange about her testimony. Judge Courtney, I believe in the courtroom. I believe in the courtroom. It is standard to cross-examine the witness.
No, I believe in the courtroom.
I believe
it's my
in the
religion.
courtroom. I mean, it literally.
The great courtroom in the sky.
I wouldn't fucking put him back. Would put it. He's always like, I believe in the law. I believe in court.
I mean, to be
I believe in
fair,
the truth."
he's talking to the high priestess of court, so like,
Literally.
it is the court religion.
Yeah.
I believe in the courtroom in the sky.
Amen.
Amen.
Wouldn't you agree? It's a little too early to say that there are no contradictions. I love when he gets cunty.
Mm-hmm.
You speak like a defense attorney.
Star Gallers are so famously profitable, literally. And more fuel to Gregory being Mia's dad. Mia taught Phoenix that. Every day gets a little more...
Maybe they went to the same law school. But who knows?
But who knows?
I've been aware of the courtroom since birth.
I was born with the innate knowledge of the courtroom. I was born with the American tax code in my mind. The American
The courtroom.
Law, the courtroom.
The courtroom.
What if the courtroom gets you? No. I ain't going to no courtroom.
Where do you live? Well, the courtroom.
Well, the courtroom.
Oh my god.
Man, the killer really changed my brain.
The killer's so fucking funny. I've been aware of the killer since birth.
Oh shit. He came out citing the preamble to the Constitution.
Scarves have two ends where the killer can come and strangle you. Oh, the killer.
Oh, the killer.
He sounds like the killer. When she's like talking. Sorry, it's just in my head. She's like holding the microphone and she's talking to a random woman from the audience. He sounds like the killer.
Oh shit.
Oh my god. Halloween is for goblins and ghouls, and for the killer in disguise.
The courtroom.
The courtroom. The killer. You didn't know who were the killer.
The killer meme explains Ace Attorney so much. Yeah.
So true. Wendy Williams, girl.
You would love it here. You would love it in Japanifornia.
Character.
Wendy Williams, Queen. You would love Japanifornia.
Oh my god, Wendy Williams, you are an Ace Attorney character in real life.
The killer. That's
the killer.
She's right.
She's right. He's out there.
He's out there.
She has been aware of him since birth.
That's more than the rest of us can say.
That's so true. Love the killer.
Love it.
Love him. Have you heard?
Wait, the killer wants me?
My brain is all over the place. Have you heard that bit from Trixie and Katya's podcast where Katya's like, I hate smoking. Why are we smoking? Everybody stop. Love it. Love smoking.
I don't know.
It's so good.
He's real.
Why would anyone smoke? Why are we smoking? I hate smoking. Love it.
Love it.
Love smoking.
That's what she's been talking about Shelly the whole time.
Talking about Shelly the whole time.
She plays Ace. She plays.
It really like
she's a gamer maybe.
Alliterative name like
Wendy Williams.
Wendy Williams. That's an Ace Attorney ass name. I'm just gagged by this
revelation, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
I'm like, and the way that she behaves and acts and speaks.
She knows about the killer.
She knows about the killer. Wendy Williams, girl, you should have been an Ace Attorney character. You should have been, yeah. You would have been happier. You maybe would have pissed off some prosecutors on the witness stand, but
that's,
who hasn't?
Who hasn't? You wouldn't be the first.
And you won't be the last.
Amen.
Very well. Proceed as you please.
In the name of the judge, the defendant, and the whole
prosecution.
The prosecution, yeah.
Shing.
18 years after arrest, and finally able to buy it back. Right, because the shareholders or whatever had it for a while, right? I don't know.
It must have taken a lot of hard work these past 18 years to buy back the mansion.
The board of directors.
Yeah, I fucking hate the board.
We
hate the board out here.
Fuck the board.
Oh god.
Take it away. Hit those notes.
The place full of my memories with Monsieur Master. It is the only place for me. Okay, work.
Work, bitch.
No matter what, at any cost, I wanted it back.
She looks like she's having fun. Yippee!
Yippee! Well, She is a former actress. Singing and dancing is her livelihood. Enough with the singing.
King, you're so gay.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh my god, these women.
These women.
First they talk, now they sing. Ugh. And it.
I'd really be like, shut the up.
Another fine.
First, let me hop out the motherfucking porch.
Dick.
Got it. Shut the fuck up. Enough with the singing. Please continue your testimony.
That's so funny. Everyone's all like, wow. He's like,
wow.
ugh.
Shut up.
Managerial.
Are you managing this gallery by yourself? Yes. Well, I say manage, but it only opened today.
Day one and
Day
you're already.
one, girl.
So your dream is immediately just,
The killer came for your dream, girl.
Yeah. The killer got your dream, I think.
I fear the killer got your dream.
I think. Yeah. And killed it.
Killed it dead.
Killed it. Kill Aunt Dead.
Kill Aunt Dead. And I must continue protecting this mansion.
God, I'm just saying, if I fucked up my first day on the job like that, I would have gotten fired.
I mean, she can't fire herself. She runs this bit.
I guess so.
But I would have quit.
I would have quit.
I would have
been like, well, this is clearly a bad omen.
Hint.
Yeah, this can't be a good sign.
Someone is in a coma at the hospital and another person is dead, and it's day one.
I'm leaving. I'm out.
Maybe this was a bad. Dream Killer X.
Oh shit.
But yeah, I'd be like, maybe not the path for me.
Yeah, like maybe I'm not cut out for this.
Yeah.
There's always some shit going on.
Oh, isn't there just? Isn't there just? And I must continue protecting this mansion.
Dream Killer X and Elium.
Yeah.
Just Elium.
Yeah. So that Monsieur Master has a place to return to. So she took back the mansion for Mr. Master's sake. Kate, I'm so sorry. I was powerless. It's not your fault, Monsieur Shields. I couldn't do anything either. All I can do now is continue to protect the mansion. Oh.
I'll circle back. It's like, I want to just make the text box like fill in, but then it doesn't, and instead it just skips to the next.
The sculptures in the Winter Palace are the same Sherbert sculptures from 18 years ago. Thank you, Ghostly. Unless I point that out to her, I won't be able to find the truth. Oh, okay. There.
This one.
Yo.
Yeah.
Here, okay. That's Mr. Dover's alias, correct? Yes. It's the name he used when he worked as a sculptor in France.
Oh, so it's his own Laurice Donim, I guess.
Yeah. Everyone knows all artists have a fake
name.
French name.
It sounds real to me.
Sounds real to me. About collecting his works. How did you prepare the Taurus and Gemini sculptures? I heard that Mr. Dover passed away before he completed those two sculptures. I had the sculptures in the Winter Palace specifically made based on the photos I took. Oh? Could you tell us about that in more detail? Opening the Zodiac art gallery was your dream? That was your dream?
I was gonna say, he sounded very like, that was your really?
Really?
Idiot.
The truth is...
Couldn't come up with something better?
King.
Oh, King, be nice.
Come on. The truth is, I wanted to manage the gallery together with Monsieur Master.
A little two-step. Yeah.
Singing and dancing and all kinds of sweets. That's the kind of gallery I dream about. Was she planning on staging a musical in here? Why not?
Why not?
Where's your whimsy?
Where's your whimsy, King?
None.
It's an art gallery / musical theater hybrid. Both.
God. Take me there.
Honestly, that could be fire, actually. Maybe, hold on, maybe her dream's fire. I don't know, actually.
Until the killer
got involved. And then it was Dover.
And then it was, dare I say, so Jover.
So Jover, dude.
Yeah, Edward gay as fuck for not.
For what?
Edward gay as fuck for fumbling two baddies like this.
Fumbled? He like yeeted it.
Yeah, I know.
But still, he's a fool for it.
Like, evidence number one that he is not attracted to women. Look at them.
Evidence number 1 and 2. Look at him.
Look at him.
Look at him.
Evidence number
1 and 2, 3, and 4. There we go.
Stupid. Bad. Boo. We hate your ass. Get off the stage. Sorry.
Fumbled four big old bags, baby. Ugh.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. You want an apology? Great. When immediately? I'm sorry.
I know.
I know.
God.
Okay. Jeffrey Master disobeyed the goddess of law. It is unfortunate, but I'm afraid that your dream will never come to pass.
Sorry, Queen, your dream is Jover.
Your dream?
Your dream's fucking got by the
killer.
I think the killer got your dream. Everyone's like, yo, girl, your dream's fucking done, dude. Gutters, in it. Your dreams are in there. The gutters. Your dreams?
Yeah.
Everyone's so mean.
Girl, your dream sucks.
Your dream
said that.
Your dream sucks and is stupid and has failed.
Who said that?
Well, I didn't.
I did, and that wasn't me.
Where it's like the wind. The wind say that? Whoa.
Whoa.
Is there a ghost in here?
That's crazy.
Spirit compelled me.
Oh, man. No! Monsieur Master is innocent. The prosecutor at the time did not believe it, but...
Well, he's dead now.
Well, he's
so
dead, girl.
I'm in charge now.
Yeah. In order to protect Catherine Hall, Jeffrey Master gave a false confession. They were both trying to protect each other. I prepared replicas of the sculptures in the Winter Palace based off of the photos I took. By photos, do you mean the ones taken in Isaac Dover's room? Yes. You seem quite familiar with the events from 18 years ago, Monsieur Edgeworth.
So the sculptures in the Winter Palace were replicas. They melted and I didn't even get to see them once.
No.
No.
The Sherbert sculptures shouldn't have been replicas. Miss Hall is obviously lying. After all that trouble it took to prepare them, it's a shame they melted. Sculptures in the Winter Palace are the same Sherbert sculptures from 18 years ago. Unless I point that out to her, I won't be able to find the truth.
Okay, so the last one?
I guess so. Yeah.
Identical to the 18 years ago. Unless, do we have the... oh no, identical it says. Wait, so if the killer is real and he's here, does that make him the Zodiac killer?
Oh my god. How did we not
How
make
did we miss
joke
that?
earlier? Oh,
I feel like I have made Zodiac Killer references.
This is a public apology.
I'm sorry.
I would like to formally say I'm sorry that we've been playing this case for 700 years and we've yet to make a Zodiac Killer joke when a murder did in fact occur in the Zodiac gallery. I'm ashamed.
I'm not on my game.
It was a moment of weakness. And I'd appreciate some time to focus on my family and really get my priorities back in check. So thank you for understanding. I apologize for any hurt that I've caused with my inaction, and I just know that I'm doing my best to make it right. Zodiac Killer.
Real.
Real.
Assuming they're gonna get can you imagine news stories in this case? A retrial for a man convicted by a prosecutor and acquitted due to murdering his defense attorney on the day he was found guilty. Honestly,
Classic.
honestly,
Classic.
they said,
Judge said classic.
just another day in Japanifornia.
Yep.
What can I say? The legal system's fucked.
I think it's the picture.
I mean, what else?
What
right?
else? What else, girl?
What a girl? What else?
Girl, what else?
Okay.
Okay, so something else.
Something else, I guess.
This piece of evidence will reveal the truth. This one you say, you fucking idiot. You wanna make me out of being a criminal? That means like
Why do you hate me?
Youch!
Youch!
Don't cry! Edgeworth making women cry once again. Those tears were fake. They were fake!
I'm not sorry, I take it back.
Well, of course they were fake. As expected of a former acclaimed actress.
Wait, she had a claim?
I think so.
Oh. Well.
Pisces?
Well, hold on, wait, what do we have?
We're trying to say that they're not replicas, that they're
Yeah.
like the real statues. That the sherbet lasted 18 years, which is crazy. Is that what we're actually trying to say?
Say it again. The sculptures in the Winter Palace are the same. Yeah, I guess.
I mean, the corpse lasted that long. I guess the ice cream is too.
True.
It's not this
Kept in the same
text box.
fridge. Yeah, I'm just
Okay,
looking.
okay. How is it not expired? That's what I'm saying.
Same with the body. I mean, he's expired, but he hasn't, you know. Larry Drew's sketch. Could it be? Sorry, no, but the picture.
What's the liquid analysis again?
Analysis of melted Gemini sculpture. Traces of salt, sugar, and blood. Sugar matches the
Oh, it's this.
sugar found in the fountain. All screws have the same composition. This was what was in the.
Yeah, it's this.
From the melted Gemini statue, I see. Oh, because there was blood in there. Yeah.
It's the same composition as the thing 18 years ago.
Sugar found in the fountain. Oh. Oh. Okay. Right, because then it was also made with because it was also made with salt because it was made by someone who didn't know what they were doing.
He was a fucking idiot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Guys, this is gonna be a weird one.
It's gonna be. Amen. That's you better believe.
Hee hee ha.
Hee hee ha ha hoo hee. You'll think it tastes good? Well, no, because it was made like shit. It was salty.
And there's blood in it.
And there's also a little bit of blood.
So-
It's also a biohazard.
Biohazard. I wouldn't recommend eating biohazards. Biohazardous material.
I think 9 in 10 doctors would agree you shouldn't consume biohazardous materials.
And the other one's Herbert West.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Nice.
Hooray!
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 Yippee!
Can't take white people anywhere.
God, when he made me.
This is gonna be
This is gonna be a
one.
weird. This is gonna be a silly person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you really think your excuses would continue to hold up? No matter how much you lie, you can't deny the composition of the sculptures. From the analysis results, it's quite clear that the sculptures in the Winter Palace are the sherbet sculptures Mr. Dover created.
Oi! Miley, as a pharmacist, it's my turn to shine. What we call sugar actually comes in many different varieties and shapes. Even if the sculptures were replicas, it's nearly impossible to replicate the composition.
I see. Thank you for the explanation. Though I don't recall asking for one.
Edward said, askers?
Askers?
Where are the
asked?
askers? I had expired bread milk yesterday. I think you'll live. Well, I'll have you know.
I can't
I
recommend
left
that.
my milk out for a couple hours 2 days ago, maybe, and I had some this morning. So, my gut's better than yours, is what I'm saying.
You bitches terrify me.
Yes. I was, there's the thing about like the reheated rice going around.
Yes,
and
I've
I'm
been
like,
seeing that.
literally have never considered
Who
it for
care?
a moment.
That one, I'm a big who care.
Who care? Now I get you if it's like a week later,
Yeah.
but like in the couple days after,
Yeah.
who care?
You've never, like, that's like one of the best, like, cook up some fried rice.
I was gonna say
That's
fried
great
rice.
For, like, 4
fried
days.
rice recipes have used like day old rice for
Yeah.
ever.
For Evs.
So it's the kind of thing that's like, I don't really, never had that problem, never thought about that problem.
Yeah.
Again, there's how many recipes that use like next day rice and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, no. It was almond milk though. Oh, see, that's different. That's different. Literally never have had that problem. Yeah, she's dancing to this bop of a theme. As well she should. It's hers. No, it's not hers.
That, Miss Hall, means you couldn't have melted the sherbet sculptures back then. You stole them and preserved them for 18 years.
What? She preserved the sherbet for 18 whole years?
If you freeze it properly, it's not impossible.
It properly is like what, minus 50? Like flash frozen?
Silence, please. Miss Curator, what do you have to say? I can't believe you've already uncovered so much. So you're admitting that you stole the sherbet sculptures? No, I cannot admit to such a thing. There isn't any proof that I stole them after all.
Are you admits it? So you're admitting it? No.
Also, I couldn't have stolen the sculptures 18 years ago. I don't think they would have been easy to steal without the police noticing. Is that so? I don't know what you did 18 years ago. As such, how can I judge how difficult it would have been to steal them? It looks like you won't give up so easily.
Nope.
I don't intend on giving up until I learn the truth. I understand. Then I shall tell you what I did 18 years ago.
Whatever you say, beautiful.
Whatever you say, beautiful.
Literally, like with the first time her thing showed up, I
Yeah.
was like, God, she looks good.
Yeah.
So it was funny that you said that.
On the day of the incident, I was waiting in the main building until the judging.
And the baby is waiting.
During the judging, at Monsieur Master's request, I went to change the film in the camera. But before I could deliver the camera to him, I discovered Monsieur Dover's body. After Monsieur Gregory arrived, I prepared tea for everyone involved in the investigation. It was then that I witnessed Monsieur Gustavia entering Monsieur Dover's room. And that was everything I had done on that day. I don't think there's anything suspicious about my actions. That's not your decision to make.
Mr. Edgeworth, were there any contradictions in her testimony?
For now, I should just prove that she stole the sculptures. But when could Miss Hall have stolen them? If I can answer that, her crime should come to light.
Main building.
What were you doing before the judging began? I was in my room on the second floor, practicing my dancing. I was performing on the TV show Piece of Cake back then.
Piece of cake? Piece of cake? What kind of show was that?
It was a children's program. The host made sweets while singing and dancing.
Oh, that sounds like fun!
She's in the wrong generation of Nickelodeon.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's unexpected. You knew about the show, Miles? My father told me about it once, so I just happened to watch it a few times. I don't watch children's
I don't watch
television.
TV. I don't watch children's TV. Shut up. Who are you?
Who are you? Go away.
What are you, my dad? Shut up.
So Miss Hall was practicing her dancing in her room. Could Miss Hall have stolen the sculptures then? I don't think so.
No. Okay.
Because I think people had seen the sculptures after that. It couldn't have been then. I should listen to more of her testimony.
Was he embarrassed about watching a children's show when he was a child? Because because he was born fucked up.
Bro, Edgeworth is embarrassed about things you can't even conceive of.
Yeah. Edgeworth has embarrassments you can't even comprehend.
Yeah. Edgeworth is embarrassed about things that have never occurred to another human being before in their life.
Edgeworth is embarrassed about things that have happened on other planes of existence.
That's T.
The chess plane, for example.
Edgeworth is embarrassed about things that he could have done before he was born.
Edgeworth is embarrassed he didn't kill Hitler.
Literally,
Like,
he feels guilty. He feels guilty and embarrassed that he was
my
not
God.
able to kill Hitler. Not even that. Bring Hitler to justice.
He couldn't even bring him to the Nuremberg trials. He feels guilty for that. Edgeworth feels guilty because he couldn't go to the Nuremberg trials. Which makes that one makes a little more sense. That's a court. It was a trial. So that one makes actually I get why he's sad he wasn't there.
I mean, he wasn't alive.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. He's still embarrassed
Yeah.
not to be there.
Edgeworth is embarrassed about okay, I mean, I do that one. That's so I love that idea.
Yeah.
That's such a good. I can't believe I didn't kill
I can't
Hitler.
believe I didn't kill Hitler. So many people suffered due to my inaction.
If I was there, it would have been different.
Yeah.
Rip to Poland, but I'm different.
Oh man. So, you were the only one who could move freely during the judging period.
He said that.
I certainly would have had more freedom to move about than the contestants.
He feels guilty he couldn't save Joan of Arc.
Yeah. I would have been able to defend her.
Yeah.
Edgeworth is like, she would have been burned at the stake if I was there.
Literally. I would have defended her.
Yeah. However,
She looks really. They both look really fucked up in Midlands.
yeah.
They're kind of
Pixels are not
They're kind of
pixeling.
pixely.
Baby Sonic. I couldn't possibly have stolen the sculptures right in front of Monsieur Master.
Shit's looking a little gnarly.
Now she's a little crusty here.
She's a little.
Moreover, upon being asked to change the film, I went directly to the entryway. At Mr. Master's request, she went to change the film and the camera.
Sonic classic. From the Sega Genesis.
Could Miss Hall have stolen the sculptures then?
When?
Changing the film. Let's go through all of them. and
Sure.
then we can judge.
I have no clue.
I should live in a more mental money.
Or I could deliver the camera unto him. No.
So you entered Mr. Master's room before you delivered the camera. Yes. I heard the sound of something breaking, you see.
Ooh.
Monsieur Master? Are you in here? Eek! That was actually the sound of the ship breaking. Someone snuck a bite of it, you see.
Hey. Baby time.
Baby time.
Hi. It's me. Oh.
Oh.
This is why you don't come up here. Because you start clicking and typing and squeezing into nooks.
And crannies.
And crannies, even. She has to inspect every suspicious looking nook and cranny.
And that's crazy.
That's crazy.
And that's crazy.
Take it away.
I did that.
Ah.
Ah. Ah.
Ah.
When the body was discovered, was Mr. Master still judging Mr. Gustavia's room? I'm sure that he was. Monsieur Master is the type of person who would carefully judge one room at a time. She found Mr. Dover's body inside Mr. Master's room. Miss Hall have stolen the sculptures then. I don't know. Girl, who knows?
Who know?
Who know?
Who know? Up you go.
I love when she stands here and just twitches.
She just flicks her tail a little bit aggravatedly. She was really cute on Tuesday, though. She was, I mean, she was
Aww.
being annoying, doing the same thing, but she was cute about it. Salem, no. Okay, never mind. Maybe we'll just do it again. Get a little, eh? See, this is what she does. This is where she's trying to squeeze. Like,
Girl,
what are you trying
where are you
to...
going?
She's gotten really good about being squished a little, which is very nice because I like to squeeze. Up you go. Up you go. Whoops.
Carry me.
Carry me.
I can't jump. I can't do it.
You're so... Oh yeah, I was gonna bring up... Hehe.
Aww. That's cute.
Yeah, it was just her looking right up at the camera.
That's really
Couldn't have been done.
After Monsieur Gregory arrived, I prepared tea for everyone involved in the investigation.
Hold it!
Did you do so in the same manner as today? Yes. I poured tea for everyone working on the investigation. Now that you mention it, Uncle Ray also got some tea from you that day. Ray was pushing her service cart back and forth. Oh, bleh. Kate was pushing her service cart back and forth from the patio to the main building. I see. Did anything seem strange to you then? Well, I remember your old man singing praises over Ceylon tea. And he also said something about how the saucer was chilled. There we go. There we go, Winan.
There we go.
The saucer was chilled? Yes.
We'll circle back though,
Yeah.
yeah? Yeah, because I was looking at the beauties. What are you pushing through there with
Yeah.
just 3 pieces of candy on top?
Yeah.
I don't think so, sister.
That's what we were talking about before, is that the tablecloth was the wrong color, remember?
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
true. Yeah. Sorry. Salem did the thing where she like splays out her fingies and like starts getting in between them. I think it's
Yeah.
really funny when cats do that. Yeah, girl, just hold them in your hand. Put them in your pockets. It was then that I witnessed Monsieur Gustavia entering the room.
When exactly did Mr. Gustavia enter the victim's room? It was when Monsieur Gregory and the rest were investigating the crime scene. Apparently, Mr. Gustavia went into Mr. Dover's room to retrieve a family photo.
You want to stick with that read?
Oh. Apparently, Mr. Gustavia went into Mr. Dover's room to retrieve a family photo.
He stole the picture so their partnership would remain a secret, right?
Ray, Kay, and Kate
It's fucked up.
fucked up.
Yeah. But you can't be a great thief if you get caught stealing. Amateur.
Amateur hour. Kay, I don't
Get
think
good. Skill issue.
skill. I don't think Mr. Gustavia is a great thief.
Clearly.
Clearly. The moment Mr. Gustavia sneaked into Mr. Dover's room. No.
No.
Already done. Now, when could she have stolen the sculptures?
When did Miss Hall steal the sherbet, eh? Even with the brains of a great thief, I'm stumped.
If you want to know what happened, you should ask someone who was there. Don't forget, you can always count on Uncle Ray. Yes. Oh, yes, that's right.
But before I could deliver,
Nope, next
for
one.
the discovery,
This
prepared
one.
tea after Monsieur Gregory arrived. Gregory.
No,
Oh,
we
we
press.
press.
Yeah. That's if Beaker was playing Edgeworth.
Ah,
Because we've already read this.
oh yes. The
Yeah.
she stole them then.
This was when you stole the Sherbert sculptures. I'm sorry, but Monsieur Shields and company were at the fountain patio the entire time. Are you saying that I stole them in broad daylight? That's precisely what I'm saying. This is where she hid the sculptures, to steal them right under their noses.
Under
In the
there?
cart, yeah.
They fit.
Yeah.
I mean, what else could it be? But it's kind of hard to imagine.
Neither my father nor Mr. Shields realized the sculpture was right in front of them. What you were pushing around was no ordinary service cart. It was the sculpture itself.
Oh, which is why the plates were chilled, because it was like they were on top of the... I thought maybe we just stored them.
But surely that would be still be impossible. If she placed the sculptures on the service cart, people would notice immediately.
Not on.
I never said she used the service cart to move the sculptures. What? What do you mean? Then what did she use to move the sculptures around? The
trolley.
trolley.
The lift
The
trolley.
lift trolley. Yeah.
It was wet earlier, wasn't it?
One there.
Came from melting ice, yeah.
And this is a lift trolley.
A lift, literally a lift
It's
trolley.
This is literally the lift trolley Mr. Dover used.
Literally a lift trolley.
It's literally a lift trolley. This is the lift trolley Mr. Dover used 18 years ago to move his Sherbert sculptures.
You understand.
You get it.
You get it.
It seems the same lift trolley lies here in the fountain
Oh
patio.
shit, it's right there. Wild. I love its colors. Very ornate. Blue and gold always go good together, I think.
Word.
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 That's because it was originally prepared for the contest in the first place.
Lift trolley, literally. Call that turn it around.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was very like shonen anime voice actor of you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna become the Pokemon master.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Are you saying she used the lift trolley to move the sculptures? Yes.
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 Oh.
If the sculptures were placed on this lift trolley and then covered with a tablecloth, it could be disguised as a service cart and moved around without arousing suspicion. How could that be? So the saucers were chilled because they were sitting on the ice sculptures?
Ice some boys.
Kate! What's the meaning of this? What were you thinking? That was truly impressive. You certainly are Monsieur Gregory's son. After 18 years, it's hard to imagine any proof that I stole the sculptures remained. But I knew it was only a matter of time until I was suspected. Miss Curator, does this mean you admit to stealing the sculptures? Yes, I admit it. 18 years ago, I stole the sherbet sculptures from Monsieur Dover's room. It's just as Monsieur Edgeworth says. I disguised the lift trolley as a service card. And I served tea as I made my way back and forth. That wasn't all. I also took an ice block with all the star clusters on it. An ice block with star clusters on it? That seems familiar. A giant block of ice is being displayed here. It appears to be quite heavy. No, the inside must be hollow. The Winter Palace is a reproduction of Mr. Dover's room from 18 years ago. As they had melted, my father never got the chance to see them. But those blocks of ice were also originally from Dover's sherbet salon. The 2 sculptures and the 2 blocks of ice? I took everything I could. And then I placed empty glass cases in Mr. Dover's room. The sculptures were all encased in glass to preserve their fine details. But the ice blocks were being displayed as they were. As per the rules, we prepared the glass cases for Mr. Dover. So it would have been easy for her to prepare the glass cases. In Monsieur Dover's room, there were some sculptures that were still unfinished. I thought if I melted them, it would look like the ones I stole had melted too. So, everything you see in the Winter Palace are all original works from 18 years ago.
Miss Hall, it didn't take much to get her to confess.
Then she must know. She knows it isn't enough to try her in court. That is all I have to say. But even though I admit to stealing the sculptures, you can't arrest me for it.
What? What do you mean by that?
Heavens! You're assisting an investigation without knowing this much? Perhaps you should read this book concerning the Statute of Limitations.
Statute of Limitations? Law book. Law tip.
book.
Law tip?
Law tip.
I love that it's a whole book. Murder, 15. Theft, 7. If the suspect flees, 2, or lives in a foreign country, the time limit is on hold until the suspect returns. Oh, that's crazy. If possible accomplices are on trial, the countdown is stopped until the verdict is reached, then resumes. If charges are pressed to demand compensation, the statute is frozen for the length of that procedure. Haven't seen one since the Rise from the Ashes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To put it simply, it's the time frame in which a suspect can be taken to court. You can see it on this page.
Ah! I got too excited. Oh, just... The statute of limitations for murder is 15 years, and for theft it's 7 years. Ah! Ah!
That's right. And Miss Hall's theft was 18 years ago. According to the statute, she cannot be arrested for stealing the sculptures.
Or murder by the sounds of it.
I know, that's what I'm thinking. I was like, these...
Both are out of time.
But I'm sure those caveats will
True, what were
come
the
into play.
caveats?
I don't know. I don't really understand them, to be honest.
If the suspect flees to or lives in a foreign country, the time limit is on hold until the suspect returns. That one makes sense. It's... If possible accomplices are on trial, the countdown is stopped until the verdict is reached, then resumed. But like any of these, so like if the first one, if the suspect flees, the suspect in would be Catherine in this case. She didn't go anywhere, did she? She stayed in the country. I think so far is what we are being led to believe. If possible accomplices are on trial. I mean, the old case.
Masters was on trial, but only for a year. So that would still, it would.
Yeah. Well, wait, wasn't this at the time when they had already implemented the 3-day thing?
No.
No, before, right? If charges are pressed to demand compensation, that is, if someone is trying to get, money, then the statute is frozen. So I guess if there's another if there's a trial going on related to this thing, then the timer pauses, is what it sounds like. Or if they've left the country.
She left and was in,
Was she, like, in France or something? Maybe?
what's the fake? Bourguignon?
Bourguignon, she was...
She's living in Bourguignon for a little while.
She went to, study fashion in, Alabast.
Yeah. Zhongfa.
Yeah. Is there a cat on the cover? Yes. Very cute. You did this, yeah?
Yeah.
So that's how it is. So that's how it is!
So that's how it is.
Stealing evidence from a crime scene is an unforgivable offense, except for this time when I forgive you.
Except by time. Time has forgiven you, I suppose.
However, for this crime at least, we have no right to pass judgment. It appears that Prosecutor Edgeworth's tepid reasoning has all been for naught.
Law knowers in chat, what is the reason exactly for statute of limitations? Is it just that, like, people's memory gets hazy and unreliable after enough time, so, like, pressing charges is...
Legally, people change, Your Honor.
People... Your Honor, I plead people change. I'm different.
I don't know.
I don't know. Because, like, on its face, it seems like a strange thing to have.
Yeah.
That, like, oh, if you just wait it out, you're off. Objection.
I wonder about that. I deduced Miss Hall's actions simply to expose a different crime.
I was pretending to accuse her of murder.
She only took the sculptures. We wouldn't have found the body from 18 years ago.
True. Imagine someone getting arrested for petty theft they committed 30 years ago. I mean, there are some things where it's like, okay, that's wild. But for, like, murder? Seems wild to have a statute of limitations on murder.
Maybe it's like...
Is there even one in real life?
After you've been trying to find the murderer for 15 years, it's like, you're probably not going to find him. You might as well stop looking. Deal.
I mean, there are, like, cold cases that got revived, like, with the advent of new technologies that ended up, like, finding the person. Most places don't have one for murder. That's what I was just thinking. Like, maybe theft and stuff, I can see why. Just because, like you said, petty theft after 30 years, like...
It's not that deep.
It's not that deep, yeah. Even like relatively bigger, like, say you stole $10,000 worth of shit. 30 years later, that's like $10.
Yeah.
Are you saying I hid Monsieur Dover's body?
To be exaggerating about it, but you know, yeah, it depends on the area if there's a statute of limitation for a particular crime or for how long it is. That makes sense.
That's correct.
But how can someone hide a body for 18 years? Probably so they can close
That's
on
what I was trying to say.
Just to, like, get it off the roster.
Yeah, so it's like, we're not wasting departmental resources on this anymore because it's been 15 years.
Right. No eternal cases, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean...
But I guess murder's
a little different, yeah. A man is dead.
If you're trying to solve a heist for 15 years, after 15 years,
Your Honor,
you're probably not going to be able to do it.
Your Honor, can't we all just move on?
Literally. It's the law being like... We probably have bigger fish to fry.
Yeah, at this point, yeah.
I would imagine it would be very difficult under normal circumstances.
So you're saying the circumstances weren't normal?
Are you claiming you know where the body was hidden?
When you consider Miss Hall's actions, the answer becomes obvious. In the ice block! Maybe.
In the ice block! Maybe.
It was hollow!
It was. Was it, or was that just. That just seemed like he was spitballing. He's like, nah, there's no way. Surely it's hollow or something so they could move it.
I think that it seemed
That was a
very,
real. That was a
seemed very,
legitimate.
this is a surprise tool that will help us later. Piece of dialogue.
Maybe. I mean, no one cares about Jack the Ripper or DB Cooper anymore.
I do.
Yeah.
I care.
I mean, people cared about the Zodiac killer how many years later?
Yeah.
Ted Bundy.
Yeah.
But I guess that's different. They got Ted Bundy.
They got Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy did get got.
He got.
Yeah. But like Zodiac killer,
The killer.
The killer.
The killer. Aforementioned the killer.
Legally. Yeah.
Legally speaking, nobody
Legally
cares.
speaking, yeah. 18 years ago, Miss Hall stole something more than just sherbet sculptures.
If you are so confident, I would like to hear your answer.
Do we have the block? No.
No. But I mean, there's a lot of room in these things.
Yeah.
In these glass cases.
It's fucked up and twisted. That Scorpio is in the Summer Palace.
Yeah, I don't know what I think they just kind of put them anywhere.
Is this like some southern
What is Libra
hemisphere-
doing in
Is
summer?
this summer or southern hemisphere bullshit?
Made in Japan?
Like
But-
Virgo,
but no-
Virgo and spring is like completely opposite. Like they seem to be shifted like one off.
I definitely think they just kind of put it wherever.
That's twisted, bro. So why? I can't.
I mean,
take
I
it
can
away.
see-
I can't
Get
keep
rid-
looking at this.
I mean, I guess like Japanese Zodiac. I don't. How much? They don't really use a whole lot of Zodiac stuff, right? They summer. I mean, that should be easy enough to translate. Unless
It has the things right next to it. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. Who cares?
I know, like, I think from what I see, a lot of like Japanese Zodiac level stuff is like they do with blood types. Like, oh, A is compatible with O or whatever, like that.
Hi, Kyle!
Hi, Kyle. Except for
Congratulations!
Ooh, let's go! If it's
Freedom!
free. Cool. Where did they hide the box? I mean, in the boxes. Yeah, what else?
Try.
Try me!
I meant to be like, try it.
Try it.
Nice.
Hey,
This is the photograph of Mr. Dover's sculptures?
crammed them in there. Oh, hold on. I wonder if I'll be able to actually find this quickly.
Happy Lunar New Year. By the way.
Oh yeah, Happy New Year. Yeah.
I'm scared. I hate
No,
that.
this is
No, I hate that so much. No.
Okay.
Okay, you guys talk about it, but not.
I'm not going to talk about it. I just want to show, just because it's this is how I'm imagining that the body was like oriented in the box with the you know, with the sculptures just kind of tossed in there.
People that.
Honestly though, yeah, terrifying.
Oh my god.
I try not to. I didn't.
It's so funny you bring that up because I have recently been re-listening to the Magnus Archives, which has a lot of episodes about like caving or like being buried alive or like
They're wild for that.
being like, and there's like one very early episode, like it's like episode 9 out of 200, that talks about caving and like squishing through like
Ugh.
rock surfaces and like going underwater and
spelunking rescues and shit. Yeah.
And like there's a scene where one character is swimming in an underwater cave, and it's like air here and like a tunnel of water, and they don't know when the tunnel ends, and so they have to keep trying to see if the tunnel's ended already, and they hit their helmet on the rock, and it's them being like, helmet on the rock, and it's like the way that it's written is so like, are they gonna run out of breath before they get to the end? And obviously it's like a supernatural thing, so the tunnel is much longer going back than it was going in, and it's so scary.
Yeah.
And head down. That's so scary, bro.
More than anything, the scariest part for me would be like, this is so embarrassing. I'm head down, stuck in a nook.
Your arms move,
like
you can't get out.
You're just like, how did I get here?
God,
yep, that's me. Bet you're wondering how I got here.
Oh my god, that is so horrifying.
Yeah. A nook and a
cranny.
Imagine dying in the nook. I'd be so embarrassed. It's your hole. It was made for you. And if it wasn't made for you, well, it is now.
I know that reference.
I know that reference. Yeah, I know it from like images. Like I don't know the source material.
Junji Ito.
That sounds right. Oh yeah. Oops.
It's a scary. It's a very good meme for sure.
Oh, it's from Gyo. Okay,
It's a scary comic.
Short story. Oh no. Gyo. Okay, this one. Oh, is this from Gyo? I don't know. Either way, now we know. It's the only Junji Ito thing I've read.
Yeah, it's pretty short. I can't remember. I think I was introduced to it because I was talking to someone else about the Magnus Archives, and they were like, that reminds me of this thing.
I remember forever ago there was a movie, like an anime movie that came out called Gyo 2012. I think that might be the one. Is it based off Junji Ito's? Same? Yeah, okay, cool. I think I actually might have it like on a hard drive somewhere. I meant to watch it forever ago when it came out. Never did. Same with Redline, I think, was like a racing anime movie that I never got around to actually watching.
I watched the beginning and the end of Akira on Tuesday.
Last time I watched that was like, it happened to be on TV one day when I was like 10 or something, so
terrifying.
I don't think I watched the whole thing because scary.
Very scary.
And I was not, I was sensitive.
I passed out. I'm not gonna lie, I did fall asleep.
Oh yeah?
During that movie, and I woke up to a horrifying flesh amalgamation on screen, and was like, what the fuck? We were bike racing at the beginning?
Yeah.
What the fuck happened?
That's another one I've been meaning to watch, like fully, especially like as an adult.
I bet you it's good.
Betcha.
I was sleepy. I fell asleep at the function.
Sad.
It happens.
But I get it. Everyone says he's an avatar of the spiral because of Uzumaki, but what about the buried? That's why the fear classification is bullshit, and...
Yeah.
Hi, Bellbox. It's all good.
It's not bullshit. It's just a spectrum instead of boxes.
As with all categories.
Yeah.
We make them up.
I know. Don't get me started on Magnus Archives, bro.
This is the photograph of Mr. Dover's sculptures?
Yes. And perhaps you've noticed that the victim's body can be seen in this picture. Really?
In this one?
Yeah. Is it that?
I was gonna say either that or the like the glowing blanket or something.
Yeah.
It's tucked away. Probably not that one. I don't know how they would have gotten the texture, but this one certainly I could. Yeah, I think one of the glowing.
Yeah.
There's the light for the glowing blanket.
Oh, cheeky.
Cheeky.
Very well done. Very well done.
I do not see it. Please point it out clearly.
We don't have the picture of the when she was. Yeah, okay.
Where in this picture can one see the body of the victim?
It's time to expose the location of the body in the photograph.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Coraline book is awful though. Real. Oh, in a scary way, not a bad way.
I've never read it.
Nor I. Titus Freddy didn't know when to kill its main villain. Now he's overdone and pathetic.
That's a shame.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so outside of the world, but it
Me
feels
too.
very much like they've kind of turned it into a cash cow.
Yeah.
But maybe it's not. But that's just the vibe I get from outside. I feel like now they're doing a little too much with the lore, and they should go deeper into what they already have. That's always once you start like instead of like digging deeper into your already established lore, you just keep adding new shit on top. It's like, okay, well, this isn't. What are we doing? Nice ending, but Hereditary is a banger. That's why I'm excited.
Hereditary's too scary for me. Too scary for me.
Too scary.
The Gemini sculpture?
Yes. While it may look like the Gemini sculpture at first glance, in reality, this is none other than Isaac Dover himself. That's fucking crazy,
That's
bro.
fucked up.
That's... Dog, imagine going to an art museum and not knowing that the sculpture that you're looking at has a corpse inside it.
Fucked up.
That's giving FNAF, dare I say. Putting corpses in things. That's a bit of FNAF lore I do know.
Say it again. Sorry.
They put the corpses of children inside the animatronics.
Oh yeah.
And they start to smell bad, and that's why the place got shut down.
Oh, interesting. The more you know.
The more you know.
I knew they're like spring. They got like all kind of spring shit on the inside.
Yeah.
That fucks you up. Which is, I guess, why they put dead people in it, because they kill you. The costume kill you dead.
Originally, it was the way for the murderer to hide the bodies. Where he killed these kids
And put them in the
animatronics in order to hide the body, but then the spirit of the children possessed the animatronics by accident.
Oops. It's an accident. That's funny.
I didn't mean to.
I didn't mean to haunt your costumes.
But yeah. Just put stuff in stuff.
Things and other things.
Amen.
Amen.
This ice sculpture was the victim's body? But all I can see from this picture is an ice sculpture statue.
Where would you like to be, ma'am?
That's because a certain piece of evidence was used to conceal it.
Conceal it? Which piece of evidence did Miss Hall use to conceal the body?
Take that.
I do this at work a lot. I'm like, everything good okay? Everything good okay? But everyone, I'm like, I'm giving thumbs up to everyone all the time.
I mean, yeah, that's just what you got to do in a loud environment. There's specific ones where it's meant to be worn, but still fucked up and will kill you. I feel like I saw a TikTok about that. Seemed pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the cloth that was covering the sculptures in the Autumn Palace.
This cloth manipulates light.
Well, okay, sure. That's a really funny way to put it. I kind of like it, but that is a funny way to word it.
I guess.
This cloth is a black hole. This cloth bends light.
I guess. With it, it is entirely possible.
It's entirely possible.
To make something look like ice.
Put him on ice.
Put him on ice. Isn't that right, Delisha?
You see, when it glows red, it's like a raging inferno. And when it glows blue, you can almost feel the glittering cool ice.
Shut the fuck up! That cloth will only emit light when it is attached to a special device.
Finally, someone using the right word. It is emitting light,
Yeah.
not manipulating it.
Yeah.
Meow.
Judge Courtney, look closely at the picture one more time. Beneath the Gemini case lies a box-shaped object attached to the pedestal. Pedestal.
Past participle.
Past participle.
This is
Yeah, that's right.
A rainbow light device. Detective Gumshoe reported one in the Winter Palace. This is the device that went missing 18 years ago. Originally, it would have been attached to the cloth inside the glass case.
Yes.
Girl, hello?
Is it scream time? Hi. Is it yell at the wall? Is it yell at the ghosts in the walls time?
Naturally, Miss Hall took the device with her when she moved the sculptures.
Oh yeah, you can still see her. Okay, cute.
By using the rainbow light device to make the fluorescent cloth glow, Mr. Dover's body was made to look like an ice sculpture.
That's
Fucked up.
ridiculous.
So then, when Uncle Ray took a photo of the Winter Palace... That's right. The body had been in front of us all along, disguised as Gemini.
I thought he said Among Us. The body has been among us the whole time. I don't think Among Us?
Among Us.
Among Us?
Looking for things you want to see.
Yeah. What is that? Not Streisand, Bernstein.
Oh,
Bernstein.
Mandela
Mandela effect.
Mogus.
Mogus. Gemini.
Gemini.
However, the body and the fluorescent cloth were both discovered in the fountain. If the ice sculpture was the body, we would have found it in the Winter Palace.
If we had found it there, her trick would have been revealed immediately. Miss Hall moved the body out of the Winter Palace to prevent us from discovering it.
Absurd. You say she threw the body into the fountain without any of us noticing.
No, Judge Courtney. There was no need for that. She simply used the same method as before. Remember the lift trolley?
The lift trolley.
She moved the body to some other room and dumped it into the stream to the fountain. Naturally, the frozen body would have sunk to the bottom of the fountain. That's why the cloth floated up first and was found by Delisha.
But if he was frozen, he should also float. Because ice floats.
And eventually, the body thawed out and floated to the surface. Monsieur Edgeworth, you truly have a gift for deductive reasoning. However, do you have any proof that I moved the body?
It was wet, right?
Yeah.
It was wet.
If you cannot prove that, then there is no way I can accept what you were saying.
Wasn't there anyone who saw Miss Hall move the body?
Yes. I believe such a person exists.
Larry!
Lorrace!
Lorrace!
The answer lies in the evidence that person gave me.
Lorrace buttocks. What he should have went by.
Lord D's nuts.
Lord D. Got him.
That's good because it's like Larry Butts.
Larry Butts.
Lord D's nuts.
Lower D's nuts in your mouth.
Lord D.
Lower him in. Like a crane.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's good. Answer the line. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that piece of evidence will reveal the truth of Miss Hall's actions.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, are you able to prove the crime of Miss Curator?
Certainly.
Sweetly.
I have evidence that will show exactly what she did.
You look like you had a Lego hand there for a minute.
Can we normalize this? Lego hand.
Yeah, I think we should.
Have I sent you that TikTok
I don't think
before?
so.
Oh my god. It's one of my favorites. He goes, can we normalize this? And then he walks backwards and he goes, Lego hands. And then a siren, like, drives past and he goes, oh, they're coming for me. They're coming for me.
They know about my Lego hands.
And his voice goes so, Lego hands. Can we normalize this?
Lego.
I have evidence that will show exactly what she did.
Then, it's time we see your answer. Which piece of evidence reveals Miss Curator's actions?
Clarice!
Sketch of beauties.
Hey, girl, you're on here too.
Another sketch? Oh! It appears I have been drawn in this one. My tits look great.
Am I really breasted that boobily?
This is a sketch Larry drew of the women at the fountain patio. I would like to direct your attention to the service card on the left side of the sketch.
Service card? And what about it?
Don't you see? What transpired 18 years ago has happened again.
Again?
Miss Hall was moving the body in this sketch.
No! Please wait!
I don't see Monsieur Dover's body anywhere in that drawing. All I did was hand out chocolates to everyone. The key detail in this sketch is the color of the tablecloth. Up until now, I thought Larry had just made a mistake.
Do you like the color of the tablecloth?
God. The tablecloth. It's light blue. It may be light blue in the sketch. No blue tablecloths exist in this mansion.
That's a bold statement to say about a mansion you don't live in, but I get it.
I got it. Perhaps it's light blue because the body was hidden, still glowing, underneath the tablecloth.
What? But the lift trolley is rectangular in the sketch. If she just placed the body in the lift trolley, we would notice it immediately.
There were body in the block of ice. Hooray! There were 2 blocks of ice in the Winter Palace that are completely hollowed out. If she put the body inside the block of ice, it would look like a service cart.
Oh.
And it was wet.
And it was wet.
That's...
Miss Hall, you put the body in the block of ice and used the lift trolley to move it, didn't you?
Body. Okay. I noticed I keep doing a thing where like the words happen and then I haven't read it, I haven't like processed it. I'm just having too much fun with it, and so it's like, wait, what's happening?
I never imagined you would be able to deduce so much from just a single sketch.
It's so different.
But what if it was just a mistake? Like you said before, it doesn't prove anything.
I agree that alone the sketch is worthless.
We love read wording.
Gah! Once you removed the body, the service cart would revert back to a lift trolley. That's why the lift trolley was left behind in the fountain patio. And without the service cart, there would be no place for you to put your chocolates.
Be no place to put your chocolates.
The chocolates I gave everyone?
Until then, the chocolates had sat on top of the service cart as you gave them away.
They were melty.
But when you gave them to us, you took them from your pocket.
Ah! Now that you mention it, they were a bit melted. But they were still really sweet and tasty.
So, why was it necessary to put them in your pocket halfway through?
That's because...
That's because once the body was disposed of, you no longer had a service cart.
Ah! Hold it right there.
Sometimes when I read aloud, I forget that I'm supposed to actually be paying attention to what
Yeah.
I'm... Literally, that's exactly... This is why it's so different playing Apollo Justice offline. Because it's like I'm actually, like, focusing on what the words are saying rather than, like...
How to read them.
How to read them, how to goof on them and all that. It's very different.
If she put the chocolates in her pocket and left the lift trolley in the patio, then where did the tablecloth go?
She'd been forced to put the chocolates in her pocket. She wouldn't have had time to dispose of the tablecloth. It's tied around her waist. Is that her apron? I don't know.
Prosecutor Edgeworth,
No, it was.
Can you answer that for me?
It was pulled out of the thing
No,
by.
that was the blue blanket. That was what the body was wrapped in. We're talking about the tablecloth that went on top of the...
Yeah, we're saying the tablecloth that went on top was the...
No. Two different cloths. Yeah. So it's the body is wrapped in the blue cloth.
Yeah.
Put in the ice thing, but the blue cloth is still glowing. So the white tablecloth on top of the whole thing
made it
looks blue because that guy's still glowing.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. See, this is exactly what I mean. I'm not reading the words and actually processing what they mean all the time.
Can you answer that for me? The tablecloth wasn't hidden. It's right in front of us.
Okay, so then yeah, I think you might be right.
Bitch, where?
Or it's on the other cart.
Or it's on the other cart.
Do clarify. The tablecloth used to hide the body. Where is it now?
I think Miss Hall has it with her.
Oh yeah, because it's not still inside the fountain. It's
No.
not outside of the patio.
No.
Nice. Idiot.
Isn't it obvious? Miss Hall is carrying it with her out in the open. Yeah, I think it's tied around her waist.
Mm-hmm.
Out in the open?
Fucked up. It's hidden behind the text box.
Yeah.
You mean...
Miss Hall. You are wearing the tablecloth around your waist.
Ah!
The block of ice was not encased in a glass case. In other words, the tablecloth was in direct contact with the block of ice. If we have it examined, we will undoubtedly find traces of sherbet on it. Miss Hall, you will turn your tablecloth over to the police at once.
There's no need to examine the tablecloth. Gah! It is just as you say. I stole the poison from Madame Delicia and I moved the body. I have done terrible things. Madame Delicia, I am so sorry. 1 week ago, I took your Megatoxin X bottle. I slipped it into that man's pocket to make it look like suicide. And if they suspected it was murder, the evidence would point to Madame Delicia.
Hey! Katie!
Kate, what were you thinking? Weren't we always trying to save Mr. Master together? I could not let myself be arrested. Not until I had proven Monsieur Master's innocence. From the very beginning, I had planned to turn myself in once everything was over. I suppose it is too late to say that now. Kate, why? Why would you go this far? Even for Monsieur Shields, I've caused nothing but trouble. For the past 18 years, I've been a criminal. I'm a criminal!
A vile criminal.
With a
With
gun!
a gun!
Been a criminal.
Holy Lord, Kate is such a babe. It's not fair. Who gave her the right? Also, hi, Goatsy. Happy time zone. Give me flashbacks to Justice for All with the bus being hidden behind the blanket the whole time. Fucked up.
Fucked up.
The IS-7 incident. Don't tell me you were the true culprit.
No way.
My greatest crime was stealing sherbet sculptures for my own selfish interests. When Monsieur Dover died, they were no longer just ordinary sculptures. They had become the final works of the sculptor Monsieur Master so deeply loved. What if they melted before Monsieur Master returned? With that in mind, I couldn't let anyone touch them, not even the police. Even though I knew it was wrong, I moved them to the mansion's freezer. However, I only wanted to preserve Monsieur Dover's art. I did not know his body was hidden among them.
I was gonna say, there's no way she killed him. She,
No.
like, loved him. Salem. Salem. Please don't knock that over. That's got a bunch of things in it, and they're all gonna fall out. Is that what you were playing with last night too, that I heard you getting up to? Mogus.
So she stole the sculptures without noticing the body.
Monsieur Master would never take another person's life. But because of me, the body vanished and Monsieur Master was found guilty. That kind man. He treated someone like me as family. He meant more to me than anyone else, and yet... Kate. When Monsieur Master was found guilty, I was chased out of this mansion. I was finally able to reclaim the mansion just a few days ago, but... when I saw the sculpture still sleeping away in the freezer, I realized... I was the one who hid Monsieur Dover's body. However, the statute of limitations had already expired. Therefore, I think of no other way to atone for my sins.
It appears I've misunderstood her. It seems she caused this entire incident in order to save Mr. Master.
What you thinking about, Mr. Edgeworth?
There's one thing that has been bothering me this whole time. Why would Miss Hall plan a murder with such an uncertain method, like poison gas?
Wait, okay, so she hid the body, and because they couldn't find the body, Mr. Master got guiltied? Is that right? Is that
I
what she was
guess
saying?
so. That's what she thinks, anyway.
Hi.
And the reason she disguised the Autumn Palace to look like the Winter Palace is to make those involved in the incident 18 years ago confuse the two rooms.
Oh, I wonder what Kate was trying to accomplish.
Was trying to prove Mr. Master's innocence. In that case, Miss Hall's true objective was to find the true culprit, probably.
Yeah, I mean, that would make the most sense.
Yeah.
Rather than simply just find the body.
Yeah. Perhaps she was trying to find the true culprit? Miss Hall, were you trying to prove Mr. Master's innocence? You wanted to reveal the true culprit and have the police find the body from 18 years ago. Was that not your true goal? By displaying those sculptures, you'd attract those involved in the past incident. Only two people would know where the body was hidden. You and the true culprit.
Oh.
The culprit would have panicked, knowing that the body would be displayed publicly. Yes. And if the culprit really showed up, there's the risk they'd erase their tracks. In the worst case scenario, they might have even stolen the body. So, how could she protect the evidence while simultaneously luring in the culprit? I see. That's why she made the Autumn Palace look like the Winter Palace. Yes. And then, Miss Hall, you must have thought, whoever opens the Pisces case, believing it to be the Gemini case, must be the true culprit of the IS-7 incident.
What?
But that means that person is the true culprit?
Please wait a moment, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Do you realize what you're saying? Do you intend to accuse that person of being the culprit behind the IS-7 incident?
Miss Hall was trying to trap the true culprit. If so, wouldn't the person who fell for the trap be the true culprit? However, I have no evidence to back up my claims.
You have to talk to him.
If I make a formal accusation without any proof, it will not end well. Should I announce the true killer of Isaac Dover?
Sure.
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 Why not?
Yeah.
What I should do is reveal the truth. In that case, there's no need to hesitate.
King, that sounds like the beginning of hubris. I know, and you're part of the narrative, so I have to assume
He's trapped in the narrative.
He's trapped in the narrative. So I have to think he might be right, but
Yes.
were it not for their narrative? Doubt.
That's correct. Judge Courtney. I indict this person as the true culprit behind the IS-7 incident.
Hope we're not wrong.
It's probably fine.
It's probably fine.
Dane Gustavia, who fell victim to the poison gas, is the true culprit of the IS-7 incident?
Gustias!
Mr. Gustavia. Miss Hall.
Pretty smarter. Did she have to use poison gas? Yeah, just set up like a prank buzzer to go off. You know? Give him a good false zap.
Yeesh. Didn't you believe that if you opened this gallery, the true culprit would come?
Or like one of those
He
fake
would?
sticks of gun. Huh? He would he?
He would he?
Glitter bomb him. That's what I'm saying.
That's why you set up the poison gas trap, is it not?
You truly have a gifted mind, just like your father. It is as you say, Monsieur Edgeworth.
Now, would you please tell us the whole truth?
Yes, I have nothing more to hide. I will tell you everything. I set a trap in the gallery to find the true culprit. Before the gallery opened, I left only the Autumn Palace unlocked. At opening time, when I went around to unlock each room, I discovered that the Autumn Palace had been locked from the inside. I knew that the true culprit was on the other side of the door. My hand was trembling.
All that was left was for the trap to do its work.
When I heard Monsieur Gustavia was exposed to poison gas, I realized he was the true culprit.
You have a gifted mind. Thanks, it's the autism. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a gifted mind just like your father. Yeah, it's hereditary.
Yeah, it's a hereditary
It's a
trait.
hereditary thing. Because she wanted him to die, which is pretty understandable. Yeah, also true.
And I thought that if the police discovered Monsieur Dover's body, it would prove Monsieur Master's innocence.
Why didn't you ever come talk to me?
I would have comforted you, baby. Like, why didn't you come talk to me, babe?
I'm a defense attorney, babe. I could have figured it out with you. There might have been another way.
I know that you did everything you could for me over the past 18 years. However, all of this had been brought on by my own crime. That's why I wanted to save Monsieur Master as soon as possible.
Kate.
Not only that, the police hid the fact that the body went missing 18 years ago. Even if I reported the body, there was a chance that the truth would be hidden again. That's why I caused the incident at the museum's opening, with as many witnesses as possible.
I forgot about that. I'm sorry. Gregory, Mr. Master, and even you. I couldn't protect anyone.
Oh, he's on his Godot shit. I'm seeing parallels. Yummy, yummy.
Ah! Ray Shields, I wish were real. Mr. Shields, you must be tough on him as well.
Ones who should be apologizing. Oh, the one who should be apologizing is me. Monsieur Edgeworth, Monsieur Shields, I'm terribly sorry. I shall accept whatever punishment I am given. However, I must ask of you, please clear Monsieur Master's name.
The truth that was hidden for 18 years was revealed in an unexpected manner. However, I think that things would end this way.
Wow.
Can we normalize this? Like, we need to normalize Lego hands. Summer 2022. Ooh, they're coming for me. They're coming for me.
I've had that same for like 2 years. We normalize this, like we need to normalize Lego hands. I can't do it as well as he did.
You gotta like
the
really
palms.
circular them. Yeah, my palms don't bend like
Palms
that.
don't bend like that. Heavy metal rapping machine. Crime fighting, night stalking, heavy metal rapping machine. The only thing I feel emotionally is rage. That's some Lego Batman for everyone.
So gang, hey, take care of yourself. Get some good rest. Drink some water. Get up, do a stretch. Take your meds. Important. But most of all, be cool and take care of yourself. Bye.